Hello and welcome to this special edition of Cronkite News. I'm Elena Mendoza. Thanks for joining us. Tonight we highlight some of our top stories on the consumer beat. Stories about protecting the health and livelihoods of people across our state.
The first Zika virus case has been reported in Arizona. Cronkite News reporter Kendall Bartley spoke with County Environmental Services and Health Services about whether residents need to be concerned.
Affecting one local Maricopa County woman who traveled out of the country. Most Zika virus cases in the United States were originally transmitted, while patients were in other affected countries.
State health officials confirmed that the patient didn't catch it in Arizona.
We believe that this case that was identified in Maricopa County was actually exposed and infected by the Zika virus while she was traveling to an area outside of this country that has ongoing Zika virus transmission.
Some of the dozens of countries affected by the virus include Mexico, Brazil, and the Pacific Islands. To protect the patient's privacy, officials said they wouldn't release which affected country she traveled to. The transmission of the virus can happen two ways: a mosquito biting an infected person and then biting someone not infected, and sexual intercourse.
So we believe that the likelihood that this woman was bitten by a mosquito while she was potentially infectious is very, very low, and that there is very little risk to people in Maricopa County.
The symptoms include fever, rash, joint pain, and red eyes.
There's no treatment for Zika and there's no vaccination at this time.
Environmental Services is working to prevent transmission within local mosquitoes.
And we have a very aggressive program here in Maricopa County. What we do is all year round, we're out there, our technicians are out there setting up traps. They're testing areas and they're treating areas as needed.
It is important to remove any stagnant water around your property because that can cause mosquito breeding.
Flower pots or kids' toys or any kind of vessel in your yard that can hold water, even just a couple drops of water. That's a great place for mosquitoes to lay their eggs, and then you get these mosquito breeding grounds.
Environmental Services confirmed that no mosquitoes tested positive for carrying the virus here in Arizona, but they still urge residents to take precautions. In the Broadcast Center, I'm Kendall Bartley, Cronkite News.
Arizona's first human milk donation center opens in Tucson to become a drop-off site for donated breast milk. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Ashley travels to Tucson to learn about the benefits.
El Rio Birth and Women's Health Center is partnering with Mother's Milk Bank in Denver to allow mothers with extra milk to donate on site. Mothers have already been donating individually to the Mother's Milk Bank. This partnership will give them an opportunity to do it locally. Registered nurse Jessica Tradici introduced the idea to the center while at a conference in Denver.
I got the opportunity to tour the milk bank in Denver, and when I saw what they were doing there, I just thought it was a really great idea and something that would be really good for our population.
Before a mother can become a donor, she is carefully screened.
We'll need to do a phone interview with one of their lactation consultants just to make sure that they're eligible to be a donor, and then if they get through that screening okay, then they have some blood drawn. They can have that done here at the birth center or any Sonora Quest lab here in Tucson, and we'll send off the blood and just make sure everything looks good there, and then they can be a donor.
Registered nurse and manager at the center, Olga Ryan, wants to give mothers who cannot supply enough milk on their own to have a choice for their babies.
The mother's body is able to interpret messages. There's more and more science coming out about how her body is able to sense some of the particular immunological challenges that the baby's dealing with, and her body can adjust accordingly. So it is pretty amazing, and those benefits just cannot be matched by a cow's milk substitute.
The center will transport the milk donation to the Mother's Milk Bank in Denver, where they will be delivered to babies across the country. In Tucson, Lauren Ashley, Cronkite News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and even cancer. These are all illnesses that can be caused by obesity, and they have increased rapidly across the state. Cronkite News reporter Elena Mendoza tells us about one program that is combating this issue right here in Phoenix.
A sad reality is that almost 20% of 10 to 17-year-olds in Arizona are overweight because they don't have access to healthy foods or after-school activities. But the Athletes for Life program hopes to change that. I went to the South Mountain Community Center to see how it's making an impact.
It makes me feel good and I'm active instead of the house. I'm bored.
For other kids like Aaron, evenings that were once spent on the couch are now spent exercising and learning about nutrition through the Athletes for Life program.
We know that among underserved families, minority populations, and lower-income families, there is a disproportional burden of chronic disease.
Athletes for Life is a research project funded by the American Heart Association that aims to reduce health issues related with obesity in these areas.
I'm passionate about this project because I also kind of grew up in underserved circumstances.
According to the CDC, almost 29% of the state's population is overweight, a number that has tripled since 1990. In hopes of changing habits connected with this trend, Athletes for Life is designed to educate adults with kids ages 6 to 11.
Teaching the parents, it will trickle down into the kids.
Dr. Crespo credits the program's success to students from ASU's School of Nutrition and Health Promotion, who serve as mentors for the participants.
They have progressed a lot. One, with how much they enjoy it. They don't dread physical activity as much. And two, they're much faster when they're running.
And teaching them, they are learning themselves.
Instead of learning in a classroom, I'm actually learning what works and what doesn't.
Samantha says it's also rewarding to watch the kids progress.
It's only a 12-week program, but you can really see the difference between the beginning and the end.
I want to stay active and stay fit, and I want to do exercise.
At the end of the program, Aaron and his mom will compete in an Olympic-style competition versus the other families. Now in its 4th year, Dr. Crespo says the results of the program have been outstanding, improving fitness and body composition in both the kids and adults. He also says he wants to expand to other community centers soon. Lena Mendoza, Cronkite News.
This year's flu season has seen the highest number of reported cases in the state affecting young adults between the ages of 19 to 49.
Reporter Clara Benitez spoke to an epidemiologist with the Arizona Department of Health Services to find out why this demographic is getting hit the hardest.
Right now, flu is widespread. According to the Arizona Department of Health, young adults between the ages of 19 to 49 have the highest percentage of reported cases, being about 30% of the overall population.
There are a record number of reported flu cases this season. According to Shane Brady, the epidemiologist for the Arizona Department of Health Services, many of the cases are H1N1, the strain that caused the pandemic in 2009, now seen as a seasonal strain.
It's a seasonal strain now. It is still causing a significant amount of disease in young and middle-aged adults, and this year the CDC had released that they'd received a lot of reports of severe outcomes, hospitalizations, and death in young and middle-aged adults from H1N1.
Young adults are mostly affected due to the lack of vaccination.
So it is still out there, and it is still, affecting that population, and that's why it's important for everyone to get vaccinated, because typically young and middle-aged adults have the lowest vaccination rates.
Depending on the strain, it might affect different age groups.
In previous H1N1 seasons, we have seen it affect that age group more often. And, that's kind of in H3 seasons, we usually see it affecting over 65. While in H1N1 seasons, we're seeing it typically affect that 19 to 49 year age group.
Brady says the peak might be over, but that doesn't mean the season is.
We're still seeing high levels of flu. We may have seen our peak in the flu season, but the numbers are still very high compared to previous seasons.
And according to Brady, the flu strains change every year.
It's really important that we get vaccinated every single year as soon as the vaccine becomes available, because the previous year's virus may have changed and it's now in the new vaccine.
The Arizona Department of Health Services says the best protection against the flu is to get vaccinated. But besides vaccination, it's always important to take simple everyday measures, including washing your hands, covering your cough, and staying home when you're sick. Clara Benitez, Cronkite News.
When you think of yoga, you may not think about football players, but one former ASU standout became a regular at Bikram Yoga in Tempe.
Reporter Shay Roddy takes us into triple-digit temperatures.
People in the valley are used to going inside to get out of the heat, but at Bikram Yoga Tempe, it's just the opposite. Studio owner Ben Zarensky says the appeal of hot yoga is wide-reaching.
You can see the NFL quarterback next to a 75-year-old grandmother, and they're each doing their own practice, but both benefiting and sort of feeling good through the yoga.
And while Bikram Yoga can help people from all ages and all walks of life, it's become especially important in the last few years for athletes who are using yoga to increase their flexibility in their rehab and to prevent future injuries.
Back then, I was the early 90s, and I don't know that
yoga was that prevalent, and certainly nobody in the football world was thinking about doing yoga.
Former Arizona State offensive lineman Chad Ackerley has become a regular at Bikram Yoga Tempe. He says the classes help him deal with the beating his body took playing ball. Now when he's coaching his kids in their sports, he incorporates and encourages yoga.
1, 2, 3, yoga!
I do a lot of the breathing stuff with the athletes, particularly like in basketball and some of the sports where there's a lot of running. Years ago, a lot of the athletes, everything was about the bigger muscles, you know, the hamstrings and the biceps, and now it's all about the core strength and how you can manage your body and manage the health of your body over a long season.
Ackerley is part of a roster at Tempe Bikram that Zarensky says includes Brock Osweiler, Donovan McNabb, and Sean Rogers. In Tempe, Shea Roddy, Cronkite News.
Friday was a prank-filled holiday for many, but for the Phoenix Fire Department, April 1st was known as April Pools Day. The fire department put on a mock drowning for the public where reporter Lillian Simpson saw just how easy it is for a drowning to happen in a crowded area.
According to the Arizona Department of Health Services, 31 children suffered drowning deaths in 2014, of which 100% of those deaths were deemed preventable. With many distractions now to take your eyes off your kids, the Phoenix Fire Department urges everyone to stay alert and informed this pool season.
Hey, you in the white shirt! Call 911!
These were the distress calls made during a mock drowning on Friday at the Point Hilton Tapatio Cliffs Resort in Phoenix. Members of the Salt River Project, Phoenix firefighters, and the Department of Parks and Recreation spent the morning educating the public about the importance of watching your kids near water.
Mom's out distracted, not seeing what's going on. Another bystander happens to look over and see this kid floating in the shadow.
With the help of a few volunteers, the Phoenix Fire Department was able to show the public just how quick a drowning can happen. Jacob Hulit, the portrayed drowning victim, said he was excited to help out, but there was a lot of planning involved.
We've gone over this a few times. I think 2 practice runs this year, and then I've done a few in the past.
And the reminder is needed.
We've had 11 drowning incidents thus far in the city of Phoenix alone.
Or seeing people think of a drowning more as emotionally as it is now.
Flotation devices won't always work either. Unless it has the Coast Guard seal of approval, you should still take necessary measures.
So you want to use a flotation device that is in the form of like a jacket style, those PFDs. So you actually wear it, it's buckled, it's snug, it's not riding up to your face, and that's what's going to keep a child above water.
The Phoenix Fire Department also urges everyone to use barriers like pool fences and locks. Always designate an appropriate person to watch the pool and to get adults and children into swim lessons.
The City of Phoenix Aquatics will be opening registration for swim classes on April 28th at 6:30 p.m. In many locations, SRP and the Diamondbacks have helped lower the cost to just $3 per swim lesson to get the community prepared for pool season. In the Broadcast Center, Lillian Simpson, Cronkite News.
Allergy season is in full swing here in the Valley, and some will try almost anything to alleviate their symptoms. Cronkite News' Elena Mendoza tells us about a new respiratory wellness treatment helping people breathe easier.
Everything clears out.
Salty's Mind and Body customer Alice Gilbert gives credit to salt therapy for helping her live an allergy-free life.
10 or 15 minutes into the treatment, I can feel it in my nose. I just feel, and then when I'm breathing in, and especially when I leave in the car, I really do feel the difference then. It's long-lasting.
The treatment, known as halotherapy, is a form of alternative medicine. The patient breathes in micro-sized salt particles dispersed through a halo generator.
You find yourself sitting for 45 minutes in this kind of cloud of salt, and your only job is to breathe.
Provence says the salt has antimicrobial properties that kill bacteria in the sinuses.
What happens is that salt starts an anti-inflammatory process, starts to break up the mucus.
A saline like that can help mobilize secretions, help them get it up and out so they're not kind of drowning in that kind of stuff.
Dr. Michael Manning says it's similar to what happens when you go to the beach.
If you've ever been in the ocean, what happens? Your nose kind of clears up and it runs.
You can breathe better. You just feel healthier and stronger.
Salty's Mind and Body Spa is one of 2 places in the Valley that offers halotherapy. Sessions are $20 for first-time customers. In Scottsdale, Elena Mendoza, Cronkite News.
The spa says halotherapy can also be beneficial to those suffering from ear infections, eczema, and smoker's cough.
College students for years have used drugs like Adderall and Vyvanse to help them concentrate and focus. But now nootropics are becoming the alternative. Reporter Ben Brown talked to doctors about this so-called smart pill.
Well, that's exactly what a lot of Silicon Valley tech gurus and college students are searching for. I met with one Valley man who has spent 7 years perfecting his own nootropics regimen and now considers himself one of the smartest people in the world. Topher Keene takes these pills every day.
Caffeine, allergy pill, stuff like that to get me going in the morning. These are workout pills for when I go to the gym to lift, so those only happen on days that I lift. And then 4 separate dosages throughout the day.
Keene is a believer in nootropics, a category of smart drugs, and takes up to 40 pills a day. The goal for this Tempe music teacher and grad school student is to achieve academic perfection.
A 1% boost takes me from almost perfect to perfect, and that is worth it for me, because the perfect score is something I can talk about for the rest of my life.
Keene's affinity for nootropics got him a starring role on MTV's True Life, I'm on Smart Drugs.
I'm going to become one of the smartest people in the world.
And nootropics are becoming a trend, popping up in Silicon Valley and especially on college campuses. According to a Swiss study, 1 in 7 students abuse smart drugs to improve concentration and grades.
Now there's a lot of incentive to be very smart and to work at the peak potential of your intellectual capacity. And so this stuff is getting more and more popular.
Nootropics are mostly natural substances and don't require a prescription, but they are unregulated by the Food and Drug Administration. And some doctors warn about potential risks.
When we start pushing the limits of these substances to higher levels and mixing them, we're not really sure what sort of reaction or side effects we might see from it.
But to Keene, the risk is worth the reward.
For most people, to go from a 97 to a 99 is useless. They're still getting an A+ on their score. But for me, when I'm at that 98 or 99 and I'm so close to 100 and that 100 feels so good and it's so different than a 99, it's totally worth it.
And that's all the proof that he needs. Despite his use of nootropics, Keene attributes most of the improvements in his brain performance from maintaining a healthy diet and sleep schedule. He also says that smart drugs really don't make you smarter, but help with improving memory, focus, and cognitive functions that could lead to a few extra percentage points on that next big test. In the Broadcast Center, Ben Brown, Cronkite News.
Thousands enjoyed Country Thunder this past weekend, but music festival season could mean more health concerns. As Lillian Simpson reports, people with respiratory problems are at a higher risk as winds are picking up.
Fans of Country Thunder were looking forward to listening to music and drinking with friends this weekend in Florence. Breathing concerns were the least of their worries.
We have a lot of people in our camp that have been having a lot of respiratory issues, not just with asthma.
Strong winds paved way for cautious festival workers and visitors like Kimmy Spapari. Last year, Country Thunder treated almost a dozen people a day for breathing conditions.
People that have asthma normally, sometimes it gets exacerbated by the grasses and some dust, so they can come in and seek treatment with that.
It's been a lot of coughing, a lot of small attacks. Almost had to have a breathing treatment, but I just had my rescue inhaler with me, and so I've been using it a lot more than often.
And many more people were being cautious as well.
Sometimes I have to bring my inhaler to help me breathe, but it's not too bad.
During the spring season, it's really bad, but I have my inhaler, so I come out here and try to have a good time.
With more festivals around the corner, vendors are getting prepared.
Special medications and plenty of oxygen, and we're ready for that. We actually will set people down if we have to in a group and start having them take breathing treatments if we have to.
Florence was hit with a nice rainstorm at the end that washed away a lot of Country Thunder's concerns. But expect Arizona's dry, dusty weather for the rest of spring. In Florence, Lillian Simpson, Cronkite News.
The word childhood means something different these days. Instead of gathering around the block and playing kick the can, iPad games and a couch are usually more preferred by today's children. Reporter Zi Zung tells us how new funding from the U.S. Department of Interior could soon change that here in Phoenix.
There's no lazy Saturday morning for these local students in Phoenix. They're busy shoveling and planting trees in the desert landscape. It's all part of Let's Move Outside, a new program from First Lady Michelle Obama's Let's Move initiative, aimed at getting kids nationwide to be more active outdoors and eat healthier.
Hey everybody, getting active every day helps us all be healthy and feel great.
And now Phoenix is one of the first 50 cities to participate in this initiative. Funded by American Express, a total of $5 million will help kids in the selected cities to use less this and more this. The program will also create job opportunities, according to the Department of Interior.
It's oftentimes seasonal work opportunities with conservation corps like the Arizona Conservation Corps that's here today, but really looking at ways to create work opportunities, caring for our public lands for young adults graduating, or college students, as well as returning veterans to our country.
Mayor Greg Stanton says Phoenix is a natural fit for the program.
But look at it, just go around the city. Go to South Mountain, beautiful South Mountain. The largest municipal park in the world is in Phoenix, Arizona. Go to Cowback Mountain, Piestewa Peak, North Mountain. We have such beautiful desert preserves.
And a small army of youngsters helping to preserve them. In Phoenix, Z-Zone, Cronkite News.
The Let's Move Outside program will also build a coalition with local partners such as the YMCA. For more information on this story, you can go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
As the weather heats up, people around the valley are looking to get outside and take advantage of the state's beautiful hiking trails.
Cronkite News reporter Nick Pope went to learn more about how you can avoid being one of the 200 people rescued from Arizona's parks every year.
Hiking is a preferred activity for people around the valley, and the Take a Hike, Get It Right campaign seeks to encourage people to responsibly stay out on Arizona's trailheads.
For us, getting the word out, even though the summer is a time period where we see less people on the mountain, it's a more crucial time for us in terms of the dangers of hiking.
Unfortunately, people will hurt themselves. They'll break a leg, sprain an ankle. Those unfortunate accidents will occur.
Officials from both the Phoenix Fire Department and the Phoenix Parks Department are still advising people to take hikes, but just to do it the right way.
So making sure they have plenty of water with them. It's always safest to hike in groups and stay on the trailheads. A lot of times when we see somebody in trouble, they've gotten off trail by themselves and there's no way for somebody to find them.
But you probably already have the device that can help first responders find you.
Stay put, get on their cell phone. We encourage people to bring cell phones. If they call 911, it creates an automatic ping with the fire department. The fire department will be able to come to them immediately.
And don't overestimate how taxing hiking can be.
One of the important things really is people understanding their own personal limitations and not feeling pressured to go on a hike that's outside of their limitations and communicating that. Being honest with yourself in terms of what your capability is.
That's part of the pre-planning, to know the trails before you go and select appropriate trail.
City officials hope hikers listen to this advice and stay safe on the trails. In Phoenix, Nick Pope, Cronkite News.
It's warming up outside and your pets will be sure to feel it too. Glendale firefighters are spreading awareness to not only hikers, but to their dogs as well. Cronkite News reporter Amanda Kukula is live with us to tell us what precautions to take as the temperatures start to heat up.
Out here on the streets in downtown Phoenix, it's warm and the high today is in its 90s. And if it's warm for you, it's warm for your pets as well.
Something that needs to be done, especially hiking in Arizona, always have your water with you and know your limits.
As April comes around, the temperatures in Arizona are starting to spike. Glendale Fire Department, as well as search dogs Koa and Brewer, gathered today at Thunderbird Conservation Park, warning hikers and their dogs to start the summer off right.
People just don't realize, Arizona is typically so beautiful, and when that heat kicks in, it really does change the atmosphere, and it changes the way that you need to approach it.
Jones says it's just as important for your dog to stay hydrated as it is for you.
We get called quite often for dog-related heat illnesses. People call 911, and we've lost a few in the past. So it's really important that, our animals are our loved ones, and making sure that we protect them just as we do ourselves as we go out to hike, just making sure that they're protected as well.
Mindy Cuthbertson, an avid hiker, says make sure to get the exercise with your dog in early.
I would just go first thing in the morning. I never would run at this time of day if it was this warm outside. I put myself through the torture, but not my dog.
And Glendale Fire Captain David Colson says pet owners should know the symptoms of heat exhaustion.
And if your dog's not acting appropriate, starts wobbling, having a lot of excessive white drool, very dried out drooling.
And when in doubt, Roger recommends one thing.
If you feel that you are getting hot, it's time to stop and take a break and perhaps return back to your car.
Now, typically the concrete is about 30 degrees warmer than the average temperature outside, but by testing it with just the back of your hand for about 5 to 10 seconds, if you can tolerate it, then they can as well. Live in downtown Phoenix, Amanda Kukla, Cronkite News.
Hiking, biking, and trail riding, all common activities you can enjoy in one of the largest urban parks in America. Cronkite News reporter Elena Mendoza takes us to South Mountain Park to learn more about the history behind this Phoenix gem.
You come out, you do a hike, within minutes you feel like you're miles away from the city.
South Mountain Park offers wilderness right in the middle of Phoenix. It took only $20,000 nearly a century ago to make this regional treasure possible. The city purchased about 14,000 acres after citizens were persistent in asking the federal government to preserve the land.
To give you an idea of what that is, it was $1.25 per acre.
The land was then developed by Civilian Conservation Corps workers in the 1930s as a work program during the Depression.
They had 200 men living here in the park, basically building the road, building trails, building our buildings.
Since then, South Mountain has expanded in size and its uses. According to the Trust for Public Land, South Mountain Park and Preserve is more than 16,000 acres and is one of the largest municipally operated parks in the country. The trails have also grown with the land, now 51 miles worth, attracting everyday bikers and hikers alike.
We can be out here and see the swirls in bloom and these beautiful Palo Verde and these incredible rock landscapes and the views over the city. It's incredible.
Gronsess says the park also attracts horse riders, bird watchers, picnickers, and hang gliders.
We get all kinds of usage out here.
Even if you've never set foot on South Mountain, you can recognize it by its line of towers at the top of the peaks, day or night. In Phoenix, Elena Mendoza, Cronkite News.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. We are proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.